Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So tonight I have a love message from your person. I will be pulling from this deck here just to see how your person is currently feeling, how they are currently viewing you and or your connection, as well as any other important messages that they may have for you at this time, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message directly from their heart space. Okay, so the first message that we have is you weren't supposed to know this. Wow. Divine Feminine, I'm getting that there's a masculine that you're connected to that has been holding on to a very, very big secret when it comes to you or when it comes to your connection. And the only reason why they've been holding on to this secret is because it goes against their logic. And I'm picking up on heavy solar plexus energy coming through with this card here. And anytime that energy comes through, I know that this is pointing to a masculine that is extremely ego driven, okay? So whether you know it or not, they sought out your connection for a very specific reason. And even if your masculine is in this position where they're feeling something very, very deeply about you, it's almost like they cannot help but to focus more on the optics. So this is the type of masculine that will suppress or that will stuff things down until they basically explode. And I feel like this is where your person is right now. So it's almost as if this is someone that really prides themselves on being logical, on being firm, on being the person that holds a lot of the mental energy in your connection. But right now, there's something that you're doing that's really, really pulling on them emotionally. And you're about to make them confess something as it pertains to how they really feel about you or how they really feel about this connection. And it's almost as if this person has been holding back or they've been biting their tongue. Because whatever this is, it either doesn't make sense or it goes completely against their logic. So it's almost like your person is in this position where they have to make a decision based upon their head or based upon their heart. And on one hand, the logical or more ego-driven aspect of their personality is telling them to keep whatever it is that they feel about you under wraps. But again, you're pulling on their emotions at this time, so their heart space or their emotions are telling them to come clean and to tell you this. But with this card here, you weren't supposed to know this. This is a truth or this is a secret that your person was never going to open up and tell you. But for some reason, you are pulling on their heartstrings. And that could be very, very rare for them. This could be a masculine that usually stands their ground, that usually operates in a very, very specific way when it comes to their love life. The solar plexus energy, when it comes to for a masculine, because it is a masculine dominated chakra, it's very cut and dry, okay? This is a masculine who's very goal driven. They have a very, very specific order when it comes to how they allocate their time, their energy, and their attention. So for them to go against that, it doesn't make sense. It's almost like they're going against their logic or they're going against their own programming in a way for you. So whatever it is that you're doing right now, Divine Feminine, is really, really taking your person's energy away from their mental or away from their ego, and it's kind of dropping down into their heart space. And this is a really big deal for this masculine because the way their energy is coming through, this is someone that has the ability to just practice a level of stoicism that allows them to navigate whether they're being emotionally penetrated or not. So I don't know what it is that you're doing, Divine Feminine, but you have them about to tell you something that they never planned on telling you over the course of your connection, okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is I wasn't ready for you. And immediately upon pulling that card, I'm hearing the words, you were a huge plot twist. Okay? So I definitely feel like this is going back to either the beginning of your connection, or this is tapping very deep into your person's intentions. So you could be at this place, Divine Feminine, where you're really curious about your person's plans for you. Maybe you're worried about the next step in your connection, the trajectory of your connection. It's almost like you're in this place where you're waiting to see what this masculine has planned for you. And I'm getting very clearly, just by the undertone of their energy, just by the solar plexus energy coming out very, very boldly with the first card, this is a masculine who approached you simply to experience you. And not only that, I'm getting that they were honest about it. This is someone who may have approached you to have a very casual connection. Maybe they were not very clear about what it is that they wanted to experience with you. But what was very clear is that they wanted to experience you, specifically as a lover. This definitely feels like the type of connection where they just wanted to see where things were going. But what's different about this is that this feels like a masculine who was upfront about that. Maybe you both were in a certain season of your life where you both felt like that was the best option for you, okay? But it's almost like there is a completely different story that's about to come to the surface. Because again, this is a masculine that has a very, very big ego. So not only did they want to come into this connection to experience you, this is someone that sought you out because you played a very, very specific role in their lives, or you came off a certain way in the beginning that kind of told a story to this masculine or helped them to come up with a certain image of you. But it's almost as if time is revealing something completely different about you. And because of that, you're coming off as a huge plot twist. Something about this energy feels very fast-paced. This could be the type of masculine that laid eyes on you and quickly wanted to get to know you, quickly wanted to experience you. There could be lots of chemistry, lots of attraction, lots of sexual attraction. There was something really, really specific about you, Divine Feminine, that just instantly grabbed this masculine's attention. But on an even deeper level, it fed their ego. This is someone that may have believed that you look good standing next to them. You gave them a sense of pride, or you added to them in a way that just really, really made you stand out and really, really made this masculine not want to miss the opportunity in experiencing you. But it definitely feels like there's been a quick switch, okay? Whatever it was that drew your person's attention to you initially is not what they're focused on now. And because of that, it's almost like they have to tell you what it is that you're doing to them. And the energy with this is coming through in such an intense way because it's almost like it's going against everything that they stand for. This could be a masculine that views himself as being extremely powerful. You know, they're not really moved by a lot when it comes to feminine energy. But there's something about that switch, or you being a plot twist, you kind of pulling their attention in one direction and then switching it, is what really, really has this masculine's undivided attention. Let's get the next message here. Oh, wow. The next message that we have is your mask slipped. Wow. Okay. It's almost like this masculine wants to call you out about something, Divine Feminine. You have changed. You are not the same person that this masculine met when they initially crossed paths with you. And it's becoming very, very obvious that this is someone that may have either prejudged you, or they prejudged what type of connection this would be, okay? So with this card here, your mask slipped. It's not necessarily that you've been hiding or that you are now being revealed or something about you is being exposed. It feels like this masculine is meeting another side of you. Maybe the softer side of you. Maybe the more authentic side of you, okay? It's almost like because of the terms that you and this masculine entered within this connection, they only got to experience you in doses. But there's something that you did in the recent past where it feels like you completely just snatched the mask off. And you have shown them something that is so beautiful that it's almost like this person is questioning if they were right about you from the beginning. Because again, there's this huge switch from your person being mainly focused on their ego, getting their ego stroked, getting their ego fed. You could be a very beautiful feminine energy. You could be someone who is very sexy, someone who is very regal. There's something about the way that you carry yourself where this masculine not only wanted to experience you, but they thought that you looked good beside them. They saw you as an asset. And now you've reached this place in the journey where you're challenging their logic, because this is someone that thought that they read you correctly. They thought that they knew where this connection was going to lead. And honestly, it feels like this is someone that had a very, very strong physical pull towards you. Lots of chemistry, lots of physical attraction. Because I keep hearing that over and over. You've changed. You've changed. Almost like they're sitting back in shock, looking at you, Divine Feminine, or listening to you. So you could be in a really, really interesting place in your journey where you're more unencumbered, you're being more authentic, or you're just at this place where you're naturally peeling back the layers and showing more of your true self. For some of you, you're tapping into your more creative side. For others of you, you're tapping into your more spiritual side. I'm getting intellectual abilities coming to the forefront. Maybe this person is seeing you as more cerebral. It's almost as like what started out as a very intense carnal or sexual attraction has proven to be something so much deeper. And it's completely blowing this masculine's mind because this is not their area, okay? This is someone that doesn't really deal in their emotions. They could be very, very surface. They could have came into this connection with very clear terms of how they wanted it to go, the role that you were supposed to play, the role that they were supposed to play in your life. But you revealing this new side to you or peeling back the mask in some kind of way has really, really threw a wrench in this masculine's original plans for you. So now it's like they have to go back to the drawing board because you are showing up as a completely different person. And the energy is beautiful, okay? I don't know what it is that you're doing, but it's almost like you're showing this masculine that you're multifaceted, that you're not just beautiful or sexy or attractive, that you have layers. For some of you, this may be a complete shock to you that your person is having this response to seeing this other side of you, because maybe you feel like you haven't changed at all. But when it comes to the timing of your connection, I just keep getting that energy of this being someone who had to experience you in doses. So maybe this is a cyclical connection. Maybe this is an on and off connection. There could be a lag in the communication. There's something here where this masculine was not able to completely unpack your entire personality or all facets of your being during the time that you spent together. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is you haunt my soul. Divine Feminine, this new side of you is definitely keeping your person up at night. To them, it feels like you were gatekeeping yourself, that you were holding back from them in some way. So now they're sitting back, okay? They could be sitting up at night thinking about you. I'm even getting this image of a masculine like typing out text messages and then deleting them, picking up the phone to call you and then hanging up the phone. It's almost like they're sitting back and they're wondering, what else are you holding back? You really have their mind spinning, okay? And because of their ego and their pride, that's the part of them that wants to question you. That's the part of them that's like demanding answers, or that really, really wants to have a very in-depth conversation with you, because this is completely blowing their mind, okay? Maybe this masculine is usually very, very right, when it comes to these things. They could consider themselves to be a good judge of character. They can consider themselves to be able to see a feminine and to know how the connection is going to go. This is definitely someone that sized you up from the very beginning of your connection, but you have proven to be a plot twist. And this new side of you that you're showing, it really, really has them questioning everything, because this is a very, very powerful energy. You haunting their soul, okay? So this means that this is tapping into a very, very spiritual aspect of this masculine, the part of them that they can't really control, that is very innate or that is very unconscious. So during the day, it may be easy for this masculine to keep themselves busy, to occupy their time, to allocate their time in a certain way that their emotions won't penetrate. But when they're alone or when they're about to go to sleep, those very, very quiet moments where the subconscious mind takes over, this is where your energy is coming through. This is where this new side of you is really, really pulling on them mentally and emotionally. So I don't know what it is that you did specifically, Divine Feminine, but whatever it was a complete plot twist. They did not see it coming, okay? And it's almost like that just really, really has them feeling like there's something so much deeper to you, or there's just something so much deeper to your connection, okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is my heart wants you. If you're curious, Divine Feminine, the energy is definitely shifting in your connection. And it's almost like you're doing this in a very, very natural way. By showing this masculine, this other side of you, by tapping into your more intelligent side or your more spiritual side or your more cerebral side, whatever it is that you're showing this masculine, it's almost like you're making them feel like they're missing out. And that is completely bruising their ego. So that's that push and pull that they're feeling between the head and the heart, okay? When it comes to their head, it's almost like they want to make sense of what it is that they're feeling. They're going back over your connection. They're thinking about those very, very high, intense, very heated, very fast-paced moments in the beginning of your connection where you really, really pulled on them. And what's coming to their attention right now is that a lot of the decisions that they made were just simply ego-driven, okay? This is someone that thought that they could suppress the emotional aspect of your connection because maybe this is how they were navigating in their lives prior to meeting you. The way this energy is coming through, this could have been something casual. This could have been something that the both of you wanted to kind of try out. It doesn't feel like this started on any very, very specific terms. But this masculine definitely had plans for how they were going to navigate this connection with you. So even though the energy is shifting and there is a lot of energy that's going from their ego to their heart, it's almost like they don't like that feeling because they can't really control it. They can't quantify it. This is someone that may operate in absolutes. And because their energy is coming through so strong, it's almost like they were right about certain situations like this many, many times before. But you have proven to be something different. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you have proven to be a complete plot twist to everything. And because a lot of their decisions at this stage of their life is coming from the ego, it's almost like they don't want to tell you this. It's like they're battling with their heart and their mind, and their heart is winning, okay? It doesn't matter what it is that they're trying to intellectualize. It doesn't matter how much they're trying to break it down and make it make sense and use logic. You are literally haunting their soul, which means you're tapping into their subconscious, and their heart wants you. The heart has a mind of its own. So there's definitely this internal battle that's happening, and their heart space is winning because all roads are pointing directly to you, okay? Let's get the last message here. Okay, so the last message that we have is you have my respect. Wow. Divine Feminine, you have managed to do something that I don't think any other feminine has ever done to this masculine, which is change their mind. Okay? When a masculine is operating from the solar plexus, whether you know it or not, every single one of their connections is manifested from ego. But it can unfold in one or two ways. It can be a manifestation of the unhealthy ego, or it can be a manifestation of the healthy ego. And this is the shift that I'm picking up on here. So you simply have this masculine's respect because you are the only person who could shift their energy naturally. Also, the fact that you even have them about to express this to you just really, really speaks to the intensity of this energy. This is someone that may pride themselves on being in control, on being able to keep their emotions at bay. But the way that your energy is kind of overtaking them right now, to the point where they're thinking about this new version of you, but on an even deeper level, they're thinking about what else is it to you that they're not privy to. There's also this underlying energy of them being kind of territorial because they have been the person that's had a specific level of access to you. So in a way, it's kind of like you're bruising their ego, you're turning them on. You are completely blowing this masculine's mind simply by your ability to display certain aspects of your personality or yourself at the right time. So for some of you, you may already know that your person is going through this because you know the type of effect that you have on masculine energy in general. For others of you, maybe you were a little bit strategic in pulling back your layers or allowing this masculine to see you in doses. But the entire energy of your connection has shifted. This is picking up on something that was just supposed to be an experience, maybe two people who are piquing one another's curiosity. Maybe you wanted to see if this could be a potential long-term partner. But this definitely is picking up on something that really manifested very, very fast. And from the very beginning, this masculine was really, really honest about how they wanted to experience you. But this secret that they're about to present to you is going to completely shock you because now they have a complete change of heart when it comes to you and when it comes to your connection and now how they want to experience you. Now that they've seen this different aspect of your personality or just different facets of your being as a feminine. So you can definitely expect a conversation from this masculine. You can expect them wanting to meet up with you. I keep getting this image of a masculine like typing out messages and then deleting them, so maybe they'll shoot you a text. But this is going to be a very, very heavy conversation. This is someone that wants to have a very in-depth conversation with you because the way that you are presenting really has them believing that there's something so much deeper to this connection or to you. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to head over to Patreon just to pull 3 more cards to see what else comes out from this energy. If you would like to join us on Patreon for the extended readings, you can find all of that information posted in the pinned comment down below, as well as information on how to book me for a personal reading. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.